welcome to Jump and Shoot Bros. We're back, punctual as always, right on time. We streamed last week, now we're streaming this week. What's the big deal?
That's what we do.
Alright, so this is the new update of Dungeons of Infinity 1.2.1. So I'm going to let you take the helm for this first run so that I can witness. That's that one, yeah. So that I can witness what the update's like without actually playing myself.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Alright, well, let's check what those controls are, because we've had control issues here before, remember?
Yeah.
Alright, sword. No. A, B, X. So if this is a SNES controller, right? It shouldn't be. It needs to be set up as a PlayStation controller.
Well, let's get into the game and see what happens.
Okay.
So,
I wonder how valuable the +1 inventory slot's going to be now.
I don't know. Now that you get inventory slots for free.
Yeah.
And by free, I mean buy them.
You have to buy them.
Well, wait, can you receive an inventory slot as an item just in the world?
I am assuming so, yeah.
Interesting. Well,
so, see, I usually go with the +1 health because that's the permanent upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll find out how this new thing plays. Okay, there's the sword poke. So, I never. You asked
the controls wrong?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They seem to be good.
You were strafing, and I was like, well, that Jeremy never strafes.
Yeah. So, let me explain it to you. First of all, how do you... Okay, I forgot how to run. So, in A Link to the Past, if you hold the sword button, you charge your sword, and then you do the spin attack when you let go.
Okay.
Well, while you're holding the sword, while you're charging, you're holding your sword out, and you can poke stuff. And it usually makes a little tink sound. It doesn't here, apparently.
Well, it wouldn't tink on a tree there.
Well, that's true. I guess that makes sense. Let's go see on the castle if it doesn't. No. No, it doesn't.
What does it do, though?
Okay, so, well, for one, you can hold your sword out and hit an oncoming enemy, which is nice. But also, it is the sound of the tink is supposed to help you determine bombable walls.
Okay, so apparently that function does not exist.
So I don't actually know what good functionality that's going to have, except for just holding your sword out to let an enemy run into it. If that even is a thing. Let's see. Yes. So that's kind of cool. You can run around and if you get oncoming foes and you're not so sure about your aim,
yeah, you
can just hold your sword out.
Okay.
That's pretty nice. I like that.
But no tink.
Oh, it tinked on that. But not on the walls.
It doesn't tink on walls.
Weird. Very, very strange. Okay, well, we'll see how that plays into the...
Maybe it only tinks on bombable walls.
I just tried on the bombable wall on the outside of the castle.
Maybe it only tinks on interior bombable walls, not the castle exterior wall.
Maybe so. Damn it! I need that sword poke. Yeah. I don't know why I'm trying to play with the joystick. It's been a minute since I played. I haven't played this by myself since probably right around the time we stopped streaming.
Okay. So you mean last week?
Slightly out of practice.
Well,
this game has always been, not this particular game, but A Link to the Past has always been somewhat difficult for me. Just because of the perspective and things like that. The hitboxes are hard to determine because of the way that the camera works in this game.
Yeah.
I feel like where actually is this guy's hitbox? It's not his whole body, because if you try to hit him from above, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just a technical glitch with the engine.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And then the guy who made this game decided to not do anything about it. He just decided to replicate the issue.
Right.
Odd choice, but hey, you know. Yeah. I wonder what A Link Between Worlds is like.
I don't know. Never played it.
Because it's a 3D, but from this perspective game. Right. So I wonder how the hitboxes and stuff work in A Link Between Worlds.
No clue. I've never played it.
It's a real shame that it's a 3DS game, because...
It's a real shame that anything is a DS or 3DS
That's
game.
Exactly my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
Because it makes playing it
very
basically
hard.
impossible. Regardless of how it even uses the second screen, because even if it's not like a heavily touch-oriented game, it's still a huge pain if that's like where the map and menu and stuff is stored, because then you can't see it if you play it on an emulator.
That's gonna be
you gotta switch back and forth between different screens using like a button combo or something. It's just bad.
That's gonna be really bad for the preservation of Nintendo games in general.
Yeah.
Wii games, Wii U games, Switch games, anything that uses motion controls, anything that uses...
Nah, Wii is fine. Wii is fine because there's about 1.2 billion Wii remotes out there in the world.
Yeah.
And they work on Bluetooth, so you can use them on a computer.
True.
Through Wii emulators.
True. I mean, but eventually... Well, I mean, I guess people will continue to make bootleg Wii remotes, but...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that... Like, I'm serious. Like, there's so many Wiis out there.
Yeah.
That even if all the Wiis themselves die, the remote... There's going to be a remote... You're going to find Wii remotes, like, at Goodwill for, like...
Right.
In, like, 60 years. You're going to go to Goodwill and walk in. They're going to have a bucket of Wii remotes sitting there for $1 a pop.
Right,
you know?
Right.
But, yeah. No, but your point's... You know, point taken... It does make it less simple to emulate and enjoy in the future.
Yeah.
But the DS is especially bad.
Right.
The Switch, you can probably get away with any motion games, except for maybe some of the really specifically, like, you need both Joy-Cons to independently do stuff.
Yeah.
Type games, because, you know, PS4 controller, PS3 controller, PS5 controller, those all have motion in them, so the emulators are able to use the motion from that controller to emulate those functions. It's just if it needs both Joy-Cons separately, you know.
Oh, that's nice. So the sword poke is going to come in handy with little bastards like the mice and the bats and stuff.
I could definitely see that. Basically just come through and sweep across them and hit them instead of having to like time it just right. And...
Yep. Also, it carries from room to room, so you can just pop it out and use it. Oh man, I was wanting to curse there.
Banana.
See, I'm already at full inventory.
Yeah.
Well, these 2 gemstones aren't helping.
Right.
I don't need the magic right now, I guess.
What was the inventory before?
Huh? It was 5. No, it was 6.
Yeah.
It was 6 before.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That seemed small.
But you see up there, my armor is not taking up an inventory slot.
Well, that's nice.
So when we get upgraded armors,
bomb bag
that won't be a problem. That's
food bag. Oh, nice.
Food bag. Wow. I'm gonna come back. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm
Think
not.
about how much.
I tried to cancel that.
You can't cancel it. You know this.
I know that.
Think about how much food you can stockpile now, because this game has always been about.
Oh, I just put a food in there. Wait, is it just 3?
Oh, well, that's not good.
But you know, the sword used to take an inventory slot. That used to take inventory slot. If you got an upgraded lamp, that took an inventory slot. So. There's things that are there.
But only
jury's still
slots.
out. I think
That's
the 3
pretty
food
brutal.
slots is a pretty shit thing. I paid
that might be worse.
$10 for 3 slots. That's
the food bag is, to me, strikes me as a bad deal.
Well, $110 for 3 slots, or if you get the big bag, it adds 4 inventory slots because it goes from 6 to 10.
Yeah.
Because you have 6 in a row, and then whenever you get the bigger bag, it moves one of those slots down and adds 4 more. So then it's 10. So 180 for 4 slots or 110 for 3 food only slots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not sure yet how that maths out.
But I mean, if you run out of space in the food bag, do they overflow into the normal bag, or can you just not store more than 3 food slots?
Assuming, because that's the way the gym bag works. The gym bag has like 6 slots, and if you get more than 6 gems...
Okay, well in that case, it's not bad then.
Yeah. No, it's just adding 3 inventory slots, presuming you're carrying food.
It seems convoluted to me.
Yeah.
Because now you gotta buy all these different bags.
Right.
To achieve the same functionality you did by buying the big bag. And isn't there an even bigger bag?
Yes. Well, the biggest bag is 15 slots total.
Yeah, the Giga bag, I think is what they call it.
Right. I think they call it the Wendy's Biggie bag.
Ah, the Biggie bag.
Fuck.
Was the Biggie bag was that Dave? Is Dave Biggie?
I guess so. Yeah, Dave is Biggie. Damn it. This sucks. I need those 60 rupees, man. I need 27 more rupees to get that sword. I want the sword.
The sword.
Sword.
Well, it's tough, bro.
I mean, there could be a hidden wall around here somewhere that has 27 rupees in it. I think I've run out of options, though.
Maybe there's some blocks you can push around.
There's no blocks here so far. If there were blocks, that definitely would be the answer.
Yeah, I think you're screwed, bro. Shouldn't have bought that bag.
Run over. Run over.
Why'd you buy that food bag, bro?
I didn't need to. I did it by mistake.
Now, why hasn't he fixed that bug?
I don't know. That is, I would say, unarguably a bug that should be fixed, right?
Well, yeah, because the back button, the button that serves the function of going back.
Fuck you, asshole game. I hate this game.
You would think that would get you out of the deal without saying yes, because that's how it works in every game that has ever existed.
Exactly.
But, I guess... every game that has ever existed doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do something different. But it kind of does, though.
It does, though. There are conventions and norms and standards, and you kind of should stick to them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Sword poke is not always the answer.
Well, I wonder if sword poke would be good. Because I wonder if you can get a second hit in on him if you run in with sword poke and then slash him. Because a lot of the problem with the second... I mean, you can always get a second hit in on the mace guys. But it's risky because of the time it takes,
I think it's slower. It feels slower.
You move slower. You don't run. Yeah, that would be... You lose all the time advantage with the mace guys.
Yeah,
because you're on a schedule with them.
This is much slower than the average walk.
Yeah.
And then you add the run in, and it's... Yeah. The poke has its place.
Is that a bombable wall up there?
I'm not sure. I was going to walk back in and see, but I didn't realize this was a locked door.
Maybe you should try bomb bowling. This game should add bomb bowling. That's like an obvious feature, right?
Right. That's what all the Zelda games had.
Yeah.
That were called Skyward Sword.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about this, man. It looks sus.
But there's a block above you. Yeah.
It's because it's too close to a column. Like, the columns are solid.
Right.
So...
Well, that's fair.
Not that I would care, but I'm a little limited on bombs right now.
Yeah. I'm sure the game's got plenty of bombs for you. Just right after the next wall you need to bomb.
Right.
On the floor, like right next to the wall you need to bomb.
Yeah.
I can't believe that they stole Nintendo's intellectual property.
Who? What?
The creator of this game.
Oh.
How could they do it?
Yeah.
How could they? Did you see the Nintendo 2 launch trailer?
I didn't watch it.
It's a Nintendo Switch, but it's bigger.
That's kind of what I figured.
I wonder if they'll make the Switch Lite 2 and make it a Nintendo Switch Lite, but smaller.
Yeah? Think so?
I would like to see that. That would be nice. Listen, I love my Steam Deck, okay?
Uh-huh.
But the Nintendo 2 looks like it's going to be about the size of the Steam Deck. And
yeah.
I love my Steam Deck, but it is not a practical portable device. It is a... If you're going to be in the car for a while, you can take it with you. But it's not the kind of device that you can just slip into a bag or something and just have it with you at work.
Check this shit out. Yeah, no.
Which I'm not a bring your game system to work kind of guy, you know, even whenever I got the Switch, you know.
Right.
I took the Switch with me to work a couple of times to play Mario Odyssey because I was trying to get, you know, all 1,472 moons.
Right.
Then I decided I didn't want to do that, so I stopped playing Mario, and I never took the Switch anywhere ever again after that. There was like 2 days where I took it to work, and there was a customer that didn't show up for the appointment, and I was there for like 2 hours waiting for the customer to show up, and I had fun playing Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
And then I never did that ever again.
Check out this big brain move.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, but then you're just going to walk into a chest that has 8 bombs.
Yeah, probably so.
Like 5 seconds from now.
Dang it, I still don't have enough room to carry all the gems. I don't really want the gems, but...
Well, anyway, look, my point is that I know I don't do that, but I know a lot of people do have the Switch as a device they can carry around with them, like, as just as a normal daily thing, is to have the Switch in some sort of a bag or something. They could just pull it out anytime.
Right.
Then in Switch 2 looks like it's going to be so big that it won't even be practical for doing that anymore. So, you know, there was back in the old days, I don't think it's really a thing anymore because of the way the computers have gone, but back in the old days, you know, there were laptops.
There's a glare. Can we turn that monitor off? There's a big glare on the screen from the monitor, and it's hindering my ability to see what's going on in the dark rooms. There's a what now?
Huh?
There was a what?
Back in the olden times of computers, there were laptops. You remember laptops, right?
Of course.
It's been a while since that was a thing.
And I use one every day. So.
Now, you remember how when laptops first came out, they were massive, hulking things, right?
Yeah.
And then they started getting smaller and lighter and more practical. But then there was the desktop replacement laptop, right? These laptops that were super powerful laptops that were like spec'd up. They had a graphics card in them. They had everything that you would want from a high-powered computer in the form of a laptop.
Yes.
And I think this concept of the desktop replacement laptop kind of peaked in maybe the 2007 to like 2000 maybe 12, that time frame. You had these desktop replacements that were like this thick.
Yeah.
And they had super powerful hardware in them, but the battery lasted like 25 minutes.
Right.
So the battery was only there to get you from one outlet to another.
Yeah.
Or to be in standby in a bag before you get to the place you're going to plug it in.
Yeah.
Well, that's gone now.
Yeah.
And has been replaced by thin and light laptops that have reasonable amounts of battery life. Every laptop is like that, basically. All you can get is a laptop like that. And I feel like the Nintendo 2 is getting into that... it's getting into that realm of the desktop replacement instead of an actual portable device.
Right.
Which is kind of how the Steam Deck is.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were on that road trip and I was playing on my Steam Deck, you might have noticed I had it plugged in most of the time. Yeah. That's because the Steam Deck's battery lasts like 2 hours maximum.
Right.
Now, 2 hours is better than 25 minutes, but I mean, that's still not much battery life. For sure. And, I think this situation is going to be pretty bad battery-wise for the Switch, for the Switch 2 as well, because it's a much more powerful handheld with a much larger screen.
Right.
It's...
How much more powerful is it, though? Is Nintendo doing their typical Nintendo thing where they're like a generation behind, or are they...
The Switch, the Nintendo 2 is going to be approximately as powerful as a PS4.
Uh-huh. So a generation behind.
Yeah, but it's getting worse, though, because if it's approximately as powerful as a PS4, then that means that, I mean, we're already at the tail end of the PS5's lifespan. So Nintendo is going to quickly coming into a position where they're 2 generations behind now. Which is not a problem for Nintendo, but it is a problem for anybody who's not Nintendo making games for the Switch 2. Right. Because when the PS6 comes out and you're thinking about making your Capcom game or your Konami game, I know Konami, they do make games again. They've gotten back into making games.
Ooh,
now.
Might we get a Castlevania?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure I would trust it, but... Yeah. But anyway, you get your Capcom comes along. They want to make a game. Your Electronic Arts wants to make a game for the PS6 and the Switch 2. Right. That's going to be a tough gig, okay? Yeah. Trying to make a game that runs on both current hardware and also something from 2 generations ago.
True.
And it's going to make the third-party game situation even worse than it already is with the Switch, which it is already pretty bad with the Switch. Yeah. Which is fine if all you care about with your Switch is first-party Nintendo games. Which is, I mean, let's be honest, that is what the draw is. Yeah. But if your only console is going to be the Switch 2 for that generation, you're in an even worse situation than you were with the Switch.
Yeah. They're doing it again with the Wii, like what they did with the Wii. Mm-hmm. They're pigeonholing themselves into a corner. Yeah. And the Switch 2, there's no way it will do anywhere close to the numbers the Switch did. It's just not possible.
Yeah, it's...
And they're gonna keep... Are they gonna keep repeating the same pattern of just remaking the same console and having the public perceive that there's no real point in buying the current generation because you already have the Switch 1? Why do you need the Switch 2?
The advantage of the Switch 2 is that it is the Switch 2, not the Switch U. Right. Okay, so that helps your mom to know that it's a new thing.
I guess it's not much different than the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. Like,
no. I watched
Super is stronger than 2.
Yes, it is. But
Super to me, it was always like, wow, I can get the Super one. Like, whoa,
Super Nintendo is that's just an all-time great name. Okay, yeah. It just is. All right. Yeah. But with that being said,
why not the Super Switch?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah. Super Nintendo Switch though.
Yeah.
No, they I don't know, it's tough. Because they decided to stop doing portable games as a separate thing. Yeah. They have essentially made it impossible for them to ever do anything other than this now.
Well, here's the thing. So I think that was a horrible business decision. It was a great decision from a marketing standpoint, but it was a horrible business decision because, the 3DS was like the best-selling console of all time or whatever, right?
Close. I think the PS2 is still ahead of it, but
so we're talking like
best-selling handheld.
Secondary, your secondary market is one of your best-selling things of all time, and you're ditching that market for the console market. Like, you're combining the console market with what is successful.
Right. It was a weird move, and it still is a weird move. But once they made the move, they can't unmake it. Like unless they bring back portable game system as a separate thing, as a separate, market for them.
Well, the problem is, what they could have done is made the Switch the portable, and then come out with another more powerful console.
Right.
Like the Switch, like maybe continue to support the Switch.
Yeah, they could have come out with like the Nintendo Insurrection or something.
Sure.
The Nintendo Junta.
What?
The Wii was called the Revolution. Its code name was Revolution. So I'm just trying to think of alternatives for Revolution.
Yeah. No, I mean, what that's not a terrible concept to like continue the Switch as your portable, and then come up with a new, more powerful Nintendo console for the home market.
Well, see, this is the thing that they should have. This, in my opinion, what they should have done is made the Switch Lite gone smaller with the Switch Lite. Made the Switch Lite an even smaller Switch, because it's got like a 5-inch screen. Versus, I think it's like a 6.5-inch or a 7-inch screen for the regular Switch.
Right.
But the thing is, the Switch Lite is still big.
Yeah.
It's still way bigger than a DS. So they should have made something kind of the size of a PSP or something.
Yeah.
For the Switch Lite.
Sure.
But it could have been the Switch. I mean, it could have run Switch games and just been like the new portable Switch. And then they could have kind of kept rolling with that as their portable hardware and done a dedicated home console again.
Right.
But they've kind of pigeonholed themselves into this market of the portable home console. And it's... I mean, that's fine. It just makes it's tough. Okay, Game Boys were an obvious choice for your child, right? Because back in the day, Game Boys were way cheaper than a home console. The games for them were way cheaper than home console games. So, and they were like built like a tank. So you could throw a Game Boy at your child and know that kid is going to beat the crap out of that Game Boy.
Right.
And it's going to be fine. You're not going to be burning, $400.
Right.
When your kid inevitably smashes their Game Boy or whatever.
Sure.
And that's just never been true for the Switch. I've always looked at the Switch as a very fragile device that you don't really like just hand off to your kids and that's just it. They just let them run free with it. I mean, you kind of got to worry about whether or not your kids are going to smash the screen on their Switch or whatever.
Absolutely.
And so it's just never been as practical of a device as any of Nintendo's prior handhelds.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I mean, the DS was a pretty hardy.
It was, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like all of Nintendo's
I guess clamshell failures could potentially be an issue.
They were a problem for DSs, for DS Lites, and I think DS Lites struggled from it the most. Back whenever I was doing cell phone repairs, people would bring in DSs, and DS Lites are the ones we saw. Or no, not DS Lites, DSi, the camera version.
Yeah.
For some reason, the flex cable in the hinge failed a lot, and we had to go in and replace the cable. But I didn't really see any 3DSs. I don't remember ever seeing 3DSs come through the
What about
through
DS
the shop.
Fats?
I've never seen one of those in real life.
Have you not?
No. I mean, I know they exist.
Yeah, I borrowed one from a guy at the Malco and played it when I... hey, I got an inventory.
Oh, sweet.
And played it as I was popping popcorn,
Oh, no. Let me rephrase that. I've seen one in real life at a game store, like in the used game section, like in a little, case.
Right.
But I've never I've never met anyone who actually has one.
Yeah.
Never held one. Never played on one. I know what they look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never knew anyone when I was in school. When I was in high school. Junior high or whatever, when the DS Lite came out, that was the only the kids my friends got DS Lites.
Right.
That several of us were running around school covertly with our DS Lites playing games when we weren't supposed to be.
Yeah.
And but nobody I knew had a full fat DS.
Right.
From what I understand, that hardware is garbage, by the way. The fat DS.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, it's not very sturdy. I think the hinge on the screen just breaks off.
Yeah.
The screen just just rips off, fairly easily.
My favorite DS is the DS Lite. I like it. I think it's sleek. I think it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very practical.
Yeah.
And I never had a 3DS, so I can't speak for that one. I just know what I know, and I love the DS Lite.
Yeah. I think the DSi was pretty good looking because they switched away from glossy plastic to matte plastic, which I think was a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
Because that glossy DS Lite plastic gets annihilated.
Oh, yeah.
Glossy plastic's a bad idea. I mean, same thing for the PSP. The PSP, every PSP you ever see out there in the world looks like garbage because it's made out of glossy plastic and it just gets annihilated.
Right.
By just putting it in a bag.
Right.
Slip it in your pocket. It's like... when I got my PSP... brand new, pristine PSP, straight out of the box. I put it in my pocket. It was fucked. Like day one, just being in my pocket, there were just big, long scratches all the way across the entire front of it.
Right. You know what's fun about a roguelike?
What?
That there's shops around that you can spend all your millions of dollars on.
Oh yeah.
That's fun, but that's a fun thing about.
You know what's the most fun thing about roguelikes is that everything's random, so you never know whether or not anything is going to be useful to you at any point ever.
Exactly. So this 356 rupees completely useless right now.
Yeah. But anyways, so as far as the Nintendo 2, I mean it's going to be significantly more powerful than the Switch. Which means that for a short period of time, third-party games are probably going to be a lot better on the Switch 2 than they are on the Switch, because most third-party games are pretty awful on the Switch from a performance perspective.
Right.
They chug pretty bad on the Switch. So there will be a short period of time, I think, maybe a year, where Switch 2 games are like really good for third party, and then they're just going to be terrible again because when the PS6 comes out, that's going to be the end of games being even remotely close to the level of it's going to be
the ability to
the game engines and stuff. The tech is going to not be remotely close to the Switch 2 anymore after maybe just a year.
Right.
So.
And this could be a completely separate issue, but game developers did manage to make the same game for the Xbox 360 and the PS3, even though they were completely different protocol, or like completely different ways of programming, right?
Well, yeah, but they had roughly the same capabilities from a hardware perspective, so you had to create a PS3 and an Xbox 360 variant of your engine, but everything else you could essentially expect mostly the same performance envelope out of the two systems, so you didn't have to change too much stuff.
Right.
Most of the work was just in getting the engine running on two different pieces of hardware.
Yeah. Whereas
with the issue with the Switch, with Nintendo stuff, is that it's not just a completely different hardware platform, it is a enormous performance gap.
Right. Alright, let's see where the shield ends up. Yeah, it's in my equipment. So these do not take... You know what, man? This might not be a terrible thing.
Why is the bow not in your equipment?
It's an item. Now, well, yeah, you still can buy the quiver, but... Well, can you buy the quiver? There doesn't appear to be a quiver slot.
Maybe the quiver is a bag now.
The arrow bag.
No, maybe the quiver ends up over in your equipment.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So what are these other slots? So you got the quiver, and, there's sword, armor, lamp, shield, quiver. Gloves, that's right. Yep, that makes sense. And then, so the pendants, there's also a pendant bag that you can acquire. Floor spikes and explode. Man, those are so good. That's so good later when you get those mushrooms puking bombs at you.
Well, you have $1 million, but do you want to check the rest of this floor?
I have a level 1 sword too.
Are you at the end of this floor? Or have you checked everything? There might be another shop.
Yeah. Okay, remember this little plus sign room is the shop. I mean, we got to be getting close at the end of this floor.
I know, the map.
Oh, holy shit.
There you
Oh, my God. Well, that was a good call. Okay, let's go for sword. Even though it's $45 more expensive than it was in the first room.
You can get another inventory slot for $80.
Yeah, that's tempting. What's the purple medicine? Antidote? Cancels the curses. Oh. I don't remember that being purple. That might have gotten changed in an update. I'm really eyeballing the soda and the inventory slot.
Mm-hmm. What's the cape?
The magic cape is fine. It's been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed to the point where I'm not sure if it's even worth it anymore. I'm going to do that. Kitty Cola. Because I've got the food bag. And grab an inventory slot. I like that. Yeah. Oh, check it out too. The sodas still stack, so well, I mean that's the way it always was. But
yeah,
3 inventory slots is not so terrible when you consider that some things stack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. So how many inventory slots in effect do I have right now? I've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is effectively how many inventory slots I have.
Mm.
That's not bad. Considering that 10 would be the max I would be that I would have at this point in the game if I found the big bag.
Right.
It might be good. This might be a good update.
Yeah.
And it adds a little more complexity to the game. I don't hate it. Oh, was that the last room? Was the shop room the last room?
I didn't see the door, but I wasn't paying attention either, so... The staircase, rather.
No?
No, there's no staircase there.
I do want that pendant, but kind of screwed myself out of it.
Maybe you can go find some more cash money. That always works.
Yeah. It does sometimes. I've had it come in clutch where I get to the end of a dungeon and they're in the last room. There's like a sword or something.
Yeah.
And I go search back through and actually do come across a cash hoard that I missed.
The best is whenever you bomb a wall and you go in there and it's got like 20 rupees in there.
Yeah. What am I missing?
Well, there's that one place up there. There's an empty square there that looks suspiciously like there might be a bombable wall that gets into it somewhere around here.
There's that, if we're looking for cash. I'm just trying to figure out where the last room is.
Oh, that I can't help you with. If we passed it, if we've been in it already, I didn't notice.
Yeah. I will go back around and see about this suspicious tile on the map.
Oh, Jeremy, so just so you know, the whole thing I was telling you about the Switch 2, the rumors were coming around whenever we were when we were in Colorado.
Yeah.
And I told you that there were some shots of some photos leaked of what looked like the new Joy-Cons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they changed the design of them so that they're not compatible with the old Joy-Cons. So you can't use the old Joy-Cons with the new Switch. And, you know, it makes some sense, a little bit of sense, because the screen's bigger, so the entire... all the dimensions are bigger, so the Joy-Cons are bigger.
Right.
But it's not even... They changed the way that the Joy-Cons mount to the Switch. They snap in. They actually click into the sides like the animation always does with the Switch. You know, they actually click into the sides instead of sliding on. So even though they're not the same size, they could have theoretically made them connect in the same way where you could put them on there if you wanted to.
Right.
But they chose to not do that. And there's no word on whether or not Switch Joy-Cons will work with the Switch 2 wirelessly, like with the little Joy-Con controller mount thing. So, my guess, no.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say Nintendo's probably going to say, no, you got to buy new Joy-Cons.
They've been charging us $90 for a set of Joy-Cons all these years, and now they're going to make us go out and buy a bunch of new Joy-Cons?
I mean, probably. That seems like something they would do.
Nice.
And, there's I'm sure that there's going to be a Switch 2 Pro Controller 2 that's going to not... the old Pro Controller probably isn't going to work with your Switch 2 also.
Yeah.
Because you need the new Pro Controller because it says 2 on it.
Uh-huh.
Listen, this has not been officially stated, but I got this feeling, Jeremy.
Nintendo... God, I have such a soft spot for Nintendo in my heart, but I want to hate them. I do want to hate them. Like, Nintendo's nostalgia for me, and I grew up with them, and I used to like Shigeru. I don't anymore. But
what did he do?
Uh-huh.
What did Shigeru do?
Just being a part of Nintendo. Yeah. Now, that's really...
Oh, there's a door there, Jeremy. Did you notice there was a door there?
I noticed... At this moment, I noticed there was a door there.
I wonder if there's a bombable wall around here somewhere.
That'd be nice. There is the staircase. Fuck. I guess I'll pop some sodas here.
Which one was that?
I don't know. I just popped the one that wasn't stacked with another one.
I just like to know the names, because they're usually goofy.
Yeah.
Well, there's no coins there.
Nah, I'm out of here. I'm not going to go search around for 90 rupees.
Yeah.
I mean, that defense pendant, it's nice, but it doesn't really come into play till like 3 more levels. Until those flying mushroom things that drop bombs on you from the sky come into play. That takes a very, very frustrating enemy and turns it into nothing.
Yeah. I get it. That enemy pisses me off.
Yeah.
I encountered it once whenever I got that far.
Yeah. This enemy pisses me off too. When he steals your shit.
I'm pretty sure I died when my longest run ever was, I think I died to one of those guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The bomb guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. This place is just crawling with pickles. There's pickles everywhere. Where do I go? What do I do? Where do I go? Where do I go? There's only 3 rooms. What am I missing here? Oh, it's that. Yep. It's that. Yeah.
You were all scared of the pickle, so you ran out of there.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Hey, pickles are no joke when you don't have the right sword.
Oh, I agree.
I would like to find some arrows eventually. This bow really is kind of useless to me right now.
When Shigeru Miyamoto went adventuring in the caves near his home as a child, were there a lot of pickles running around?
Yeah, apparently so. Hey, we found the Ninja Turtles.
Whoa, I've never seen this before. What's going on here?
Cowabunga. Nice. Listen to this music.
Yeah. So has this been in the game? We just never run into it?
I've found it before.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And you get a free pizza.
Nice.
Where's Donatello? Or, not Donatello. Leonardo. Nice. Can you kill this? I think it's a practice dummy and that's it.
Are you getting a lot of EXP by hitting that practice dummy?
Yeah, I believe so. Nice. I love how they're all just chilling, playing video games and fucking around, and Shudder's on the TV.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch much Ninja Turtles?
I never watched any Ninja Turtles.
Man, that's classic. That's something that...
We weren't allowed to watch Ninja Turtles.
Why? Because ninjas, I guess?
Because of ninjas, I think.
But why though? Wait, what's wrong with ninjas?
I don't know. Dude, listen.
I mean, violence, kind of, I guess, but we're talking about turtles beating up, like, whatever the Foot Clan is. I don't know.
Oh, because they're mutant, Jeremy.
Is that it?
Yeah, because mutants, mutation, evolution, creationism.
Right. Okay. There's a lot of things that I have to, like,
listen, I don't
work
know.
backwards into why we weren't allowed to participate.
Yeah. You got to reverse engineer the theory behind why that wasn't allowed. Well,
you did point out something the other day that makes a lot of sense. Dad didn't like it, so therefore we weren't allowed.
I'm pretty sure that's the entire reason behind why we weren't allowed to watch Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I think Dad thought it was stupid, and so therefore.
Right.
Which, hey, look, what can I say?
Yeah. It was stupid.
I mean, it looks pretty stupid to me, but I am an adult, so.
Right.
Maybe it would have been the coolest thing ever whenever I was a kid.
To a child in the 90s, it was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it clearly was the most popular thing ever in the 90s.
Yeah. But what about Reboot?
Yeah, Reboot looked stupid to me. I mean, even back then, I thought the animation looked like garbage.
Yeah, so did I.
I hear that it's very good, actually.
That's what I've heard, too, that the actual storyline is really good. Can't say for myself, because I watched maybe a couple episodes of Reboot ever.
And then we weren't allowed to watch it.
And also, it was robots, Canadian,
so...
No, I think that was the main reason was the Canadian thing. Ugh, Canadian media. Garbage.
Hey, check out this awesome door here that leads to nothing on this side.
I do like that. Is that the entrance to the level?
It was the entrance.
Yeah. I like the fact that the entrances to the levels can defy
that never
reality.
make any sense.
Yeah.
My favorite ones are when you walk into the bombable wall in the castle, and then you loop around in the castle to theoretically where that bombable wall should be. The very first wall, the very first bombable wall.
Yeah, the castle entrance is great.
Yeah. It never makes any, like, physical sense.
Right. You think he'd fix that?
I don't think he cares.
Nah, I'm thinking he probably doesn't care.
Here we go, man. Big money, no whammies. Well, do you think your chances increase by how many blocks are in the room, or do you think that it's just determined when you walk in if one of the blocks is going to push or not?
From a programming perspective, I would guess that the blocks themselves have an RNG value to them.
Yeah.
Rather than the rooms.
Yeah.
Because it seems...
God, finally.
It just seems like it would be easier to program it that way.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a more straightforward solution. Because then you could just, when the level generates, however many blocks end up in there, they just have a probability of being movable.
Right.
And you don't have to worry about, like, going, okay, I've generated a room. It has a probability of having one block, because then you have to figure out, you have to have a process for determining which block is movable as well. So it's like two different variables you have to keep track of versus just one.
Man, I'm in this position right now where I'm not sure that I should buy the inventory slot. I'm doing pretty good on inventory, actually.
Yeah, but that treasure chest is looking pretty enticing.
Right.
I bet it's got a juicy curse in there for you.
And I got a can of Creamy Crush.
Yeah. Oh, check your inventory. Yep, it moved down there into your regular inventory slot.
Oh, that's right, because I had the pizza, yeah. Cool. Well, all right. All right. I'm just going to do it. It's a missable item. We might get to the end of the game and
then the master sword's going to be in the next room over.
Right.
This allows you to skip all of the intermediate swords between.
Yeah.
It's a 1 in a million chance. I hope you have $12.
Right. $12 Master Sword. I would love it if all the prices and all the items were totally random, like there was no logic whatsoever to it. Ah, God, what is with? I haven't found a single kinstone, but I've seen altars everywhere for the stupid things, and the rods. I haven't seen any rods, but I keep coming across those.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I would love it if there was no logic for anything.
Yeah, it would be great. Too bad this is a roguelike, so it's very logical and everything totally makes sense.
I mean, there's plenty of logic. You know, the swords are progressive and
I know. Why isn't there a randomizer version of this game?
It's already a randomized.
No. Randomizer version where all of the level rankings for stuff is all jumbled up.
Yeah. So
you can get the giant bag immediately, and
you get the Master Sword immediately, and then you get the level 2 sword.
Yeah. I want to see that happen.
And it overwrites the Master Sword.
You got to be careful. You got to fight that instinct
to open any treasure chest at all.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can ever fully exhaust these guys. I was gonna run back down to those open tiles down there and see what's up with that, but I don't want to fuck with these things. I'm done. I'm out.
Why don't you just take some damage?
I'm headed to the village with my $16.
Now you're flush with cash. You'll be able to buy all of the village items.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thankfully the rupee room in the village has been buffed over and over again.
Oh,
you get more and more rupees every time
it's
they update.
probably like 6 single rupees now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that it's definitely hasn't been nerfed again.
Yeah. I will say one thing though is I'm always coming to this village determined to spend $200 on a bag upgrade, and I don't have to do that now.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Unless they have the pendant bag or something, but I don't have any pendants right now, so I don't know.
I'm glad that falling to your death here
doesn't
only takes one heart.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Alright, my priorities here are attack and defense. I'm not going to worry about much of anything else. I've got the level 2 sword and the level 2 defense right now.
Nice.
It's not good. It's not good for this point in the game.
I love it. I love level 2. I think the whole game should just stay on level 2.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Probably. Well, actually, you can drop your sword outside the castle, and the game acknowledges it as a swordless quest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your attack options whenever you have no sword?
You know, bombs, arrows, whatever you come across.
You can't go, ugh.
Nah, I don't think so. Oh, wait. Maybe you can only do that outside the castle now with this new update.
Maybe. Or maybe they got rid of swordless.
Ah, maybe.
As a category.
Oh, good. Arrows now that I don't... I mean, I do still need them, I guess, but... Let's see how much money we can come across.
Did you hear about the new thing?
Hmm?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is, though.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping you would remember.
Yeah?
The new speedrunning thing.
There's a new thing?
Yeah, somebody broke some record or something. On, Mario. Something.
Like Mario 1?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know the glitch levels or something in Mario?
Oh,
1?
yeah.
I think there was some new breakthrough on speedrunning on it. I watched a Carl Jobst video about it. Or not Jobst. No, I watched
there was a Summoning Salt video.
Yeah, I watched the Summoning Salt video about it. It was maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah. Yes, I watched that.
Yeah, that was a category I didn't even know existed because it's only on the Famicom disk system.
Yeah. Summoning Salt is one of those rare YouTubers that I have notifications turned on for because I actually want to know when he posts.
Right.
Oh, the level 2 sword breaks pots now. Used to be the level 3 sword. That's cool.
Carl did a thing about something recently, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember. Oh, something about GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, there was that.
The damn, whatever.
Yeah. Damn, 51 seconds.
Yeah.
Is not possible. Is basically what he said about all that. Some new time save was discovered that allows everyone to get like the leaderboards are just packed with people getting the 52-second time.
Yeah.
Which is the world record, which Carl Jobs holds.
Right.
But nobody can get the 51 time because the time save loses you time in another area. So even though it's faster overall, it's not fast enough to gain a whole second. And GoldenEye tracks time in full seconds.
Yeah.
So all the speedrunning times are based on in-game time, which is rounded to full seconds. So if you don't get there, you don't get there.
Right.
Which for games like that, I think it's odd that they use in-game time to track them when it is such a coarse metric of full seconds.
Especially when we're talking about a 51-second speed run.
The only thing I can think of why you would choose to use in-game time instead of real time would be if maybe there's something about the game engine that causes like level, load, start times or something to be inconsistent to where tracking real time would be difficult to do reliably. But I don't really know anything about GoldenEye. So I don't know if that's it. But I mean, what is the reason? Because some speedruns, some games they use in-game time. Some games
it's very rare.
There's got to be a reason that in-game time is used for GoldenEye.
Right.
I just have no idea what it is.
I don't know.
Because there are other games that use in-game time for the runs. I've heard of them.
Maybe because it is such a short run. Maybe it is just like hey, you got to optimize the shit out of this to save that 1 second or something. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to me.
I mean, it seems like you could have a more accurate, a more precise, world record tracking if you had fractional seconds,
Yeah.
Because right now there's like 20 people with the world record of 52 seconds, and that's just like not gonna change.
Right.
So like.
That's true. You don't actually know who the number one is.
Yeah.
Because everybody's number one.
Right. Carl is number one. Technically on the leaderboards because he got that record first. So he holds the world record, but everybody else also has that record. So it's like, yeah, but who's actually the fastest? Well, no one knows.
Fucking chickens. Somebody lay an egg.
Not a single one of them. The chickens were nerfed in this update.
They nerfed
No, listen, Jeremy, it's simple. You have to get the chicken bag before they'll lay any eggs for you. You forgot to buy the chicken bag. Yeah, they won't even lay eggs if you don't have the egg bag.
Yep.
Hey, it did say in the updates that they added a new casino game.
Oh, really? Okay.
Fun. I don't know what the deal is with it, but that's the claim.
Well, I have officially exhausted all the resources here except for this, so let's go ahead and see what shitty-ass bullcrap we have in the cave over here. 80 rupees
I'm going
total.
with $10.
Yeah. I'm thinking big money over here. I'm thinking 10
$100 million.
Yeah. I kind of like the new inventory system, man.
Yeah.
I feel freer with this than with whatever bag I might have at this point.
Right.
Like, I've built this.
You have more slots than you would have at this point, right?
I do, yeah. I think this is overall actually better. It seemed way more restrictive on paper, but now that I'm actually seeing it in practice, actually, I like it. Why doesn't it equip the medallion for you whenever it takes the inventory item that you had in that slot and replaces it with that one?
Because it never
equip it for me.
Because it never equips anything for you whenever you drop or use up all of.
In this chain of things going on, they could equip it for you.
Consistency, bro. It's consistency. The game is very serious about having a consistent set of mechanics. Okay.
Yeah.
My treasure room. Now the kingdom did go bankrupt right before I died, so
there's really nothing there.
Don't get too excited.
You know, you could probably sell this key for more than what's in there. At least there's that, you know. 30. That's garbage. Oh my God, are you kidding? Give me some 80s. There's 100. Okay, all right. Not a complete bust. All right. You know what? That was fairly decent. What was that? 400? I had like 120 or something. So.
What was the account? What's that account called? That like Dad always had at work, like for that they would like save a couple like $1,000 for Christmas presents into
Share
Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Kingdom Share Plus account. We throw a few dollars in there every now and then. You know? It's not really the treasure, right? It's just like, you know.
Ooh, there's that pendant bag. And there's the heart rod that only has 12. Did they nerf the number of rod shots you get? I
don't know. Have we seen any other rods today? I don't think I've seen another rod today.
But damn, why would you do that? That's not... Having 4 additional shots isn't OP.
Well, it said balance adjustments. It didn't say it was going to make it more balanced. It just said adjusting the balance.
Yeah. I could buy the pendant bag and the pendant that I want and just duck out of here.
I think this guy likes to mess with you.
Yeah.
I don't think he's trying to make the best game. No, I think he is trying. But I think that some of his decisions are driven by, I want you guys to suffer a little.
Right. I could get the spread bow.
Turns out you're not suffering enough, Jeremy.
I get the spread bow and the quiver, or I could get the pendant bag and a pendant.
Well, as you recall, the spread bow was pretty useful for the boss that's coming up.
Yes, but I only have 20 arrows and no opportunity to buy more right now. So I could be just up a creek on arrows. I also could get either the heart rod, or the heart ring, or the rupee ring, which are all pretty useful things. I don't know, man. I'm real good on inventory, so I really don't know. I really don't know that I need the pendant bag right now, because who knows if I'm going to come across enough pendants to justify that.
Why don't you just buy a load of food?
I get a free food, actually, because I have a coupon for it.
Nice.
So let me go get a free food.
Maybe you can find some stackable food in here.
Well, if there's pizza, there's not.
That's a bummer. Looks like nothing in here can be stacked. Oh wait, no, there's some spaghetti or something that can be stacked, right?
Well, yeah, if I buy 2 of them. But I mean, as it stands right now, I've got 4 sodas, a pizza, 5 sodas and a pizza. So I'm not like hurting for food items right now.
Would have been nice if some of those chickens could have given you some eggs.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the milk because it's the highest like heart count.
Sure.
And I think I'm good. I'm gonna go with that. I'm going to grab
the spread bow.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 arrows. That's 3 arrows per 20 per one. 3 arrows per one.
Right. I just, like, if I don't come across any other arrows, this was a completely worthless purchase here.
Well, but you've got a whole floor to come across arrows with.
Yeah. Okay.
Which may not happen.
Right. So what?
Because that often doesn't happen, you know.
$68.
The arrows flow freely, Jeremy, when you don't have a bow.
Right. Well, before I found the bow, I found 30 arrows and then proceeded to not find any more arrows until I found these 20 in the village.
Ooh, you know what's probably got some arrows in it? That chest up there. One of them.
Which one?
One of them.
Which one has the arrows?
Probably the one that you don't pick.
I'm gonna go with the right chest.
That's not an arrow.
No. They're probably
that one
here.
definitely has some arrows in it.
Okay,
It's got 400 arrows in it.
I feel very well equipped though. I'm at level 5 defense now. Level 3, I would rather have a better sword, but level 3 is fine.
Well,
And
you got that croissant. Though.
I got
that was
lots
a pretty
of
good
food.
deal.
Man, I got so much food. I got 8 food items right
You're
now.
well fooded.
I'm well fooded.
It's usually a problem.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
I'm feeling pretty decent about this run.
So, question.
Not the luckiest one I've ever had, but a pretty decent.
Is 10 the maximum number of inventory slots you can
Yes.
acquire in this version?
10 random inventory slots, but then you got... I don't know. I mean, you got lots of inventory
Can you
slots.
get enhanced bags for the other items since there's no like bigger bag option? Is there like a food bag plus that carries like 5 slots of food or something like that?
I don't know. But this is still better. Already it's better.
Sure. I'm just saying in the end game, I assume it might get more. Well, maybe not.
No, I feel like I usually leave the village hurting for inventory space. And right now I've got 2 open slots.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look, this would all have been inventory items.
Yeah.
So that alone is... I can't believe...
Yeah, go on. What were you saying, Jeremy? What was that?
I was just going to say I can't believe that the equipment bag is not an upgrade, like not one that you have to buy.
Right.
That seems like that would have
That'll be the next version of the
right.
game. So, here's a thing that I think would be pretty cool is if they made it to where you could sell items.
I have so much food.
Right? That would be pretty neat, right?
That would be pretty neat, yeah.
If you could sell items.
But see, that takes a lot of the risk-reward away. Like, you buy this item knowing, oh, well, I can just sell it if I end up not needing it.
Okay, but what if you only get 10%?
Well, I guess that's the thing.
Well, see, the reason that I think it would be a good idea, though, is for all these stupid situations you get yourself into, like in this area here, where you got some dumb gem you don't want, right?
Ooh,
but
I have the Swishy Splash now. When did I get that? I guess this particular sword has it?
I guess so.
Check that out. That's awesome.
I did read in the change log that the sword swirl or whatever was a thing.
That's cool, though. That
was right after sword poke.
That's amazing. Do you know how helpful this is when you're surrounded by enemies?
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah. No, but Jeremy, I'm talking like you're running around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've acquired like a bunch of gems or some shit that you don't need.
Yeah.
And you go to a shop and you sell them, you get 10 rupees each for them or something like that. And then so that way you can at least have a chance to recover some rupees before you leave a floor, right?
Yeah. I have I have 2 cans of Bright. I have 2 cans of Kitty Cola.
Uh-huh.
I've got a can of Creamy Crush, a can of Dr. Drank, and 3 cans of Melon Slurp.
Yeah.
I'm like a soda vendor over here.
And you've got milk. That's like the soda of nature.
That's right. Oh man. Well, I guess I'm not dying anytime soon.
No.
That'd be nice.
I think you're gonna survive. There's got to be some roops around here, right?
You would hope. I love this. I'm so happy. This is the best update so far. How did I turn around? I was strafing backward.
Because you passed through a door.
Can I hit these guys on the other side?
They're on the ground, Jerry.
Yeah, I know.
You can't hit somebody on the ground from the balcony.
Oh my gosh. It's more powerful too. In the base game, it's like the same power as 2 sword swipes.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's accurate. I think that's true here, which is
nice.
Fantastic. Well, this game just blew right wide open. I think this is the run tonight, Caleb.
Yeah?
We're making it to the end. Just pray that we find some arrows. Did I buy? I didn't buy the defense pendant. Damn it. That'd be nice here where there's spikes everywhere. Well, I've had 2 shots to buy it and didn't do it, so I guess the game's probably not going to offer it to me again. I would assume.
Probably not.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was probably a good plan, actually.
Just a little reset. Give you some time to think about your actions.
I thought he was dead. All right.
Banana.
Oh, was there a green one on this floor? I think there was, wasn't there?
I think there might have been.
Arrows.
There might have been a green one,
I
Jeremy.
think there was a green one on this floor. I mean, green's the shitty one, but still.
I mean, if you can get it, you can. If you can get it, get it.
Dang.
Did
I bomb this wall yet?
No. I didn't believe it was bombable because it had the little snake face on it. And I don't imagine that snake face has a bombable wall on it, you know?
Yeah, you think so?
I just had that feeling.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, listen, they put a snake face on there. You're not going to bomb that.
Can't bomb snake.
Nope. Damn. Wonder if there's any more rupees around here. Be nice if that happened, right?
It would be.
Are you immune in this doorway?
I am immune in the doorway.
Nice. I guess their hitbox is just the shape of their body.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of taking... How many was it? 145 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm not liking my odds here.
Just get you another little 15 pack, you know.
Damn it, nothing's bombable anymore.
You'll be good to go. I have a feeling that this is going to lead to a place that's got a lot of rupees.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I bet there's so many rupees in that skull there. Like I said, so many hearts are going to be in this room. I like how you managed to get hit by that while you were walking through the door. That was pretty good.
It's pretty sick, isn't it?
Yep. Why don't any of these crabs have any rupees on them?
I don't know. Oh, hey! Say that again.
Why don't any of these, whatever the fuck that is, have any rupees on them?
Ooh, this guy has rupees on him. Ah, do I have any food to spare? I don't know, man. Alright. Sweet action.
Alright.
I don't know if it was worth it, because, you know, I had to give up one of my sodas or something.
Yeah.
What did I give up? I gave up one of my Dr. Brights.
Why couldn't it have given up the soda that's only got one of them?
Because it's this game, Caleb. That's why.
Fucking game. Why can't you pick which one?
I'm doubling straight back to the sword so I don't miss my opportunity.
Oh, why don't I just go? Hold on. Why don't you just go see what's downstairs?
Oh yeah.
Just go see what's downstairs first.
Yeah. Just come right on back.
Yeah. Look, I just wanted to see what's down there.
Dude, we've been on this run for over an hour.
Yeah. This run's looking pretty promising.
It is a pretty good looking run. Which way was the sword? It was down
it's down there. Yeah, I think it's in the opening area, like the first little split here. I think it's up on like the right, maybe. Yeah. No.
Oh no, it is to the left because I remember walking into the room from the left.
Okay.
And going, well, damn it.
Oh, Jeremy, for the Switch 2, they got a new Mario Kart game coming out, Mario Kart 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. Ooh.
There's a lot of controversy about Mario Kart 9.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What do you think, man? I haven't been cursed once. Isn't it about time?
Yeah, I would do it. I'm a sucker for treasure chests, man. I'm gonna buy the treasure chest every time.
Well, I'll take that. It's fine. It does me no good, but
yeah,
it's fine.
I mean, it's pretty cool that you had that you got to experience the no good that did you.
True. I did on that wall. What's the controversy?
Very controversial. You know, Mario Kart has always been like a real push button.
Oh, yeah, of course.
A real hot button, a little politically speaking.
All the time. Yeah.
But this one, oh man, they really blew the doors off of the whole controversial, situation that Mario Kart's usually caught up in. They've changed Donkey Kong's design. He looks like a movie Donkey Kong now instead of
no, why?
Donkey Kong, rare Donkey Kong.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
No, that's bad. I don't like that. I'm unhappy with that decision.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Donkey Kong doesn't look movie Donkey Kong doesn't look completely different from rare Donkey Kong, but he doesn't look right. You know what I mean?
Well, and he's played by Seth Rogen.
Yeah, well, I don't think this Donkey Kong's played by Seth Rogen in Mario Kart, but the look in the movie is not quite right, and the Donkey Kong model in Mario Kart 9 appears to look like the movie version rather than the rare version of Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
What it is, the biggest distinction is that his face is a little bit fatter in the movie model, and that's what it looks like here. But the biggest difference, the one that really tells you that you're not looking at classic, rare style Donkey Kong, is the eye. The structure of the eyebrow area.
Yeah, I was gonna say the eyebrows.
Yeah, because on the movie and then the new Mario Kart 9 model, his eyebrow design is like smooth, like a curve across the top of his eyes instead of having kind of a V, angry eye
angles.
Yeah, and so he doesn't look as cool. Donkey Kong was always cool, he had the rap and he was doing Donkey Kong Country things and he pull out his gun and shoot people and kill them,
Yeah.
And that was always awesome. How's this working for you?
I was seeing how the spinny is gonna work.
Seems like it doesn't work mostly.
It grabbed 2 hits there.
Well, I'm saying it seems like it doesn't work most of the time because you end up poking whenever they pop out of the ground and it cancels your spin.
I think it just kind of depends on which direction you're facing and how you release it.
Hey, when you're charged, does your shield not work?
It works from the side. See, I'm holding it to the side.
Gotcha.
And that was how it was in the original game.
You're a little low on health. I would maybe consider healing up.
Man, I don't want to waste my stuff, though.
Why don't you just use it?
I know. I'm being stingy. I know. I can't lose this run. I need to keep this run going.
You have so much food. I don't understand.
Because what if I just start chugging all the sodas and then suddenly I'm low again?
I mean, you could do that, but you have so much inventory space. The limiting factor on food is usually that you just can't put it anywhere whenever you do find it.
Right.
Nice.
Oh. Wrong spot.
Huh?
I was standing in the wrong spot to catch
the
thing as it fell down.
I see. Does that save you time on your speed run? Nice.
Oh man, we're cruising. We're cruising. You might actually see the second village tonight.
I'm interested in seeing that. Never seen it before.
It's not the same. It's there's not like item shops and stuff in it. There's just other things to do while you're there. It's not as good as the first village, I'll just say that.
Gotcha.
It's a dwarf village, so, you know.
You know what I don't like, Jeremy? I'll tell you something I don't like.
What?
I don't like this new thing that's been going on with Nintendo for the last, 4 generations, where they don't release a Mario game on launch.
Yeah, what's that about?
Well, I don't understand. There's no announcement of a new Super Mario game.
I mean, that's been since the
GameCube was
Nintendo 64, right?
No, Super Mario 64 was a launch game.
I know. I'm saying since the Nintendo 64, they haven't had a launch game.
Oh, right, yeah. The Nintendo 64 was the last time, because the GameCube
had Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Which, I understand the situation there, because my research into Mario 128, and my recent research into Mario 128 and Super Mario Sunshine has told me that they were just trapped in development hell forever until they just canceled Mario 128, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming their intention probably was to launch a Mario game on the GameCube, but they just never could get the game put together.
Right.
And they ended up releasing Sunshine later, which was a separate project that wasn't even part of the main, Mario team.
Ooh, lots of good stuff if I can find some money here.
But it seemed like that seemed like a GameCube only problem, like that was a fluke of just the scenario they were in at the time, but then they just have continued it on. There hasn't been a Mario game on launch since then.
This is a bad place for these enemies to be.
Yeah.
Alright, what are my options here? You know what? This might be the time to pop this thing. Oh no! I didn't get them all. Okay, yeah, I'm in the clear now, so go ahead with what you were saying.
I can't remember when Odyssey released, but it was like at least the second year of the Switch, possibly the third.
Breath of the Wild was a launch game, wasn't it?
It was, but so was Twilight Princess.
Yeah, but those are both previous generation games as well.
Yeah, I know.
So they actually technically weren't launch games?
Technically not. I mean, they were. No, I mean, technically they were launch games, but they weren't exclusives.
Right.
They weren't launch exclusives for the new platform, so...
Right.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. I don't really get it. Like, you'd think that Nintendo would have a Mario game lined up for day one.
You would think that
I don't know.
They've had plenty of time since Odyssey to come up with a 3D Mario game.
Yeah, how long ago was Odyssey? Like 5 years ago? 6 years ago? Something like that?
I mean, you could argue Wonder is the last console Mario game, but that... I don't know if that counts. I mean, it does count. But
I don't know that that's being developed by the same people that that handle the 3D...
Right.
The full 3D Mario games. That might be a different team.
Yeah.
That might be the Mario 3D World team that worked on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me that Nintendo keeps doing this. Maybe it's become an intentional strategy from them where, like, they release the new thing and then they're like, all right, you can have the game that you want 2 years later.
Right.
I don't know how it helps them. I was thinking, like, well, maybe it helps give them a second, like, wind for the console. Like, when the Mario game comes out, that probably results in a lot of extra sales.
Is it extra sales, or is it
well,
sales
that's
of
the
people
question.
who are holding out for the Mario game?
Well, okay, I would assume that there is a certain percentage of the market that is just going to buy the new hardware when it comes out, no matter what, whether there's games on it or not.
Right.
And some of that market is going to overlap with the people who are going to buy the Mario game for sure, and that would be a system seller for them.
Right.
But, I mean, I feel like if you launch it with the Mario game, you're just going to capture all of those people. So what's the point of separating it out?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Here's the time.
Yeah, I really would have been pretty cool if you had that pendant.
It would be great. It'd be fine if these guys were like regular flying enemies that took one hit to kill, but they take 4 or 5 hits.
Yeah.
God, I hate these narrow spike situations.
Are spikes? Are you immune to spikes too? Whenever?
No, not the spike balls. Those kinds? Just
okay.
the floor.
Just floor spikes. Yeah. Gotcha.
But still, worthwhile.
Yeah, it would help.
Did I miss something in that room? I feel like I did. Like maybe there
might have been something to the right or something.
Oh, that's the key door.
Yeah.
Obviously.
The Keyblade.
I do love having the spin. It really, really adds a lot.
You know, Jeremy, until you said it just now, I forgot that Super Mario Wonder existed.
Yeah?
Yep. Forgot about it. I didn't love it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a decent platformer. What was wrong with Super Mario Wonder?
I just didn't love it. I don't know. Didn't have Charles Martinet. That was the big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they doing? They got rid of Charles Martinet. They're changing Donkey Kong's design.
Get rid of Charles Martinet, or did he just retire?
Listen.
What happened?
Listen, Jeremy. Everybody's got a price, okay? You're telling me that Charles Martinet was like, no, I will never say wahoo, yippee again. I'm not going to do it, okay? Listen, I've lived a long, life. I've had a successful Mario career. And I'm just done, okay? I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Seems unlikely to me. Seems like Nintendo said, Charles, you cost too much.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, I mean, you would think that Charles Martinet has a lot of leverage in the negotiation to be Mario, since he's been the only voice of Mario ever in the games.
Yeah, maybe so.
So I assume his fees have gone up over the years.
Right. Okay, so I feel like I saw some things I wanted to buy a while back, and I don't remember if they were in this dungeon or a different one, so I don't know if I want to go back and scour everything, but I have 74 rupees and a half-off coupon.
Yeah. Well, that could buy you a lot of things.
It could buy me a $150 item. Almost.
$148, Jeremy.
Right.
Come on. You know that item's going to be $150.
True.
That's how the game likes to fuck with you.
Yeah.
You think in the RNG there's like a weighting system in there where where the RNG is weighted against you for the price of items versus the rupees that are available in an area?
I don't know.
To where that you just it gets skewed just enough that you find yourself in a lot of these frustrating situations where you don't have enough rupees? I mean, just because it's RNG doesn't mean it needs to be completely random. You can skew RNG to give you more of this or less of that.
Right. Bro, I am on a frickin' roll when it comes to, oh, that's a nice item to have so I don't burn through so many sodas.
Yeah, you don't have very many of them now.
You've
actually used a lot of them.
Well, I mean, not very many is relative. I've got 3 there and 2 there. I got 5 sodas still.
Yeah, but I mean, you were flush with sodas before.
Right. Damn it. I hate these guys. Because they always stick them in tight spaces.
Yep.
And the way you beat them is you run around to their back. I'm going to hang on to the money and the coupon. I don't think there was anything I desperately needed. I think it was just like a nice quality of life stuff. So
yeah.
By the way, where are the Mario stars?
That's a good point. I haven't seen a single one of them.
I've seen some serious enemy spam with no Mario stars.
I bet there's one over there.
Probably at the end of this room.
Nope.
This just feels like a Mario star room.
Yep. Why do these pig guys shoot fire?
I don't know.
When Shigeru Miyamoto was a child running around in his caves near his house, you think they were fire-breathing pigs?
Dude, I don't see these guys as pigs.
Well, they got the little ears and
weird, creepy
they got the
mask
snout.
things.
I guess they might be rats, possibly ratmen. I don't know.
Ratmen.
Their ears and their side profile, snout look, it makes me think of a pig.
It makes me think,
Pigman.
which you might not have a memory of this, but in the old Beetlejuice movie,
I've never seen Beetlejuice.
There's this horrifying, like, the humans go to hell and they turn into these horrifying, like, long-nosed spy versus spy looking people.
Uh-huh.
And you know what Spy vs. Spy is, right?
Yeah, it's the guys with the long pointy.
So that kind of reminds me of that, you know.
Oh, they look piggy to me.
Hang on, let me.
No, I know what a spy versus spy
not the Spy versus
looks
Spy.
like.
I'm talking about the Beetlejuice thing. I had nightmares about it when I was a kid. It was scary. Now it just looks stupid, but...
Well, I've never seen Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
So, I have no memory of Beetlejuice because I haven't seen it.
Right.
You can't remember something you've never seen.
I know, that's why I'm going to show you a picture of it.
We weren't allowed.
There was so much uncovered territory. I bet I missed all kinds of secrets.
StreamBoo.com wants to give us reviewers.
Remove the
space. Nice.
But why can't you just type the URL?
Because I don't think you can put a URL in chat.
Do they not?
In Twitch
does that
chat.
allow you?
I think it automatically filters URLs in Twitch chat. Thanks, Stream Boo. Well, you know what? I was thinking we needed to buy some views here for our career. This is really gonna set the career off if we get some fake views. That'd be pretty cool. God, what even is the model, of buying views? How does that help you in any way whatsoever? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Does that somehow boost the algorithm or anything, or no?
No, I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure that they have ways to detect that you're using bot accounts.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube definitely does.
Right.
YouTube goes in and will, adjust your earnings report based on when they detect bot activity.
Ah.
If you get 1 million views and you bought them, they're going to take that money back from you. So they know. They've got ways to figure out, oh, this is not a real person.
Right. Did you take me? Did you take me? Did you see me take out 3 bats with one spinny attack?
No, I was not paying attention.
I'm liking the new update. It really is cool.
Well, the spin attack is a nice feature. I like the idea of it. I feel like it does get canceled a lot by poking on accident.
Yeah.
Which is kind of annoying.
Well,
but
that actually is... Oh, you mean poking an enemy.
Yeah, you poke an enemy and it cancels the charge.
So you know, when you poke a wall here and that does away with your charge, that's not what happens in the original game. It just goes tink tink and you keep your charge.
Oh, okay.
So that's a flaw. Now hitting an enemy with a poke, that takes away your poke because it counts as a hit.
Well, I would say the biggest weakness of this charge move is that the place you would want to use it would be in crowded groups where you're surrounded, but it's almost impossible to actually do it in that scenario because it cancels so easily.
Yeah. I'm seeing where you're coming
So it's like its biggest strength is also its weakness, which is kind of a pain.
Sure, I can see that.
Is that a magic, Phil? Oh, sweet. Sure, so you can use your little ring, your little heart ring again.
That's free up a
pretty nice.
Slot. I think I have one of these. Yeah.
You do. It's a curse.
Yeah, probably. About time. I'll take.
Wow, 120 roofs. That's not bad.
Oh yeah, and I don't even need anything right now. I'd take another sword if I came across one, but
you're gonna be in the next village.
Dude,
here
think
in just
about
a minute.
it. If I have an item. If I find an item that's worth for $730, I can buy it right now.
Yeah.
One single item that's worth that much.
Yeah. How many rupees are available in the second village?
Quite a few, I think, if you get lucky with things. It may have changed quite a bit in updates and stuff, but there's a secret thing in there as well. Couple secrets.
Have I ever seen this boss battle? I don't know if you've ever gotten to this next boss battle.
There's not one on this level. You mean,
okay. Yeah. No. So I've never seen. Sorry, I was misreading the map because the town icon looks different.
Yeah. It's the dwarf.
Okay, well I've never seen this town, so this is new.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen this place that we're in right now? Have we made?
We have made it to this because I do remember those these guys and the little velociraptor enemies.
Yeah.
I think you've died on this level a few times.
Yeah. I'm in a much better position right now than I have been in previous attempts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, those aren't velociraptors. They're like snake guys.
Yeah.
Running like snake guys with legs.
They have mohawks.
They're biker / punk rock snake lizard dudes.
Right.
Velociraptors.
You might call them. I love this area that I'm in.
It's very useful.
I love how I ended up here. Mm-hmm. It's great.
That's a quality area. There's a bomb. No. Oh, it's just a door. Okay. The map's nice. I always like when you get the map.
Yeah. We got us a warp.
Aren't there normally warp levels before this?
I think warps might be random.
Oh.
Ooh, do I use the half price coupon now or do I hang on to it?
For only $125 item?
I think I just
I would. I mean, there's probably
not a $500 item anywhere around here.
Well, I'm assuming the probability of an expensive item being in the village is probably higher than.
There's no items, and you can't buy items in the village. There's no shops.
What?
No, it's.
What's the point of it being a village?
There's a bunch of secret shit in it, like there's a Zora pond and a whole bunch of opportunities to find gems in the village.
I don't like this second village, Jeremy.
It's not as good. That's for sure.
I haven't even seen it and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not as good. Aesthetically, it's pretty cool, but it's not as good.
Well, if that's the case, then I don't know. I'd still hold on to the coupon until you find a high value item.
I mean, I could buy a $300 and something item.
It's not like you're desperately in need of freeing up an inventory space, right? I mean, you're pretty good on inventory space.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think you're close to full. But
one inventory space open, plus the map will go away.
You could dump that, yeah. Plus, well, it'll automatically dump it whenever you get to the end of the floor, right?
Right.
Why isn't the map good for more than one floor? Should be.
Because there's a pendant that's a permanent map.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Makes sense.
And compass, by the way. It's a really good item.
Burn. Burn. I like the little magic sound.
Yeah. We've been real good on money this run. This has been a really good run. Actually, just all around the luck in this run has been great. It's been a really lucky run. The first 4 or 5 floors were pretty sketchy. Yeah. Because I had the level 1 sword for all that time.
Yeah.
But since then, I've been pretty happy about the turnout. I feel like we have gotten a lot of shit luck runs on stream.
Yes.
And I feel like I get luckier runs just on my personal playthroughs.
Bro, should
one hit to kill these wizards now.
Nice. Should we play Wand of Gamelon on stream sometime?
For real?
We've been advertising it for ages.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet the Botocera's got a CDI emulator. I just got to get the game.
Yeah. Right.
I'm half kidding, okay?
I kind of like I have like 20 minutes of intrigue in me for that game. Like to see about it. The problem is
a coupon.
Oh, I don't even need that.
What about your heart ring?
Well, the next village. Oh, by the way, I said there's no shops. There's a food shop and a potion shop.
Ah, that's exactly what you need. Food shop.
Yeah, well, there's a potion shop, so magic refill item. But is it worth drop? Well, yeah, it's worth.
I mean, yeah, you're not gonna. You just pick the map up and carry it around, you know.
Right. I mean, I can look at it by hovering over it.
Oh yeah, you can't pick the map up and carry it. It's the only one it's like the only item you can't carry around.
But you can hover over it if you need to see it though.
Yeah, it's not as useful as if you were able to just carry it around.
Right.
That's a bug he needs to patch.
Yeah.
That's not an intentional design feature at all.
In real life, when you
don't have enough pocket space for your map, you're not allowed to carry it in your hand.
You carry your map over your head like this, and you know where you're going.
Yeah.
Based on that.
Yeah. And you could throw your map at an enemy.
Right. That's the best thing about a map.
Yeah.
That you can throw it at an enemy.
Does a lot of damage.
Yeah. Why did it take like 7 versions of this game to get a basic mechanic like the sword slash?
Because it was probably hard to design.
Yeah, you think?
I don't know. Probably not. It doesn't seem like that complicated of a thing to me.
People were asking from the first, from like the very first version. They're like, "Where's the sword spin?"
Maybe he was opposed to it for some balancing reason or some difficulty reason.
I mean, really, it's a huge upgrade from sword level 2 to 3 to give you that additional ability. It's a huge. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it if he patches it out again.
Well, it's too late. He's released a version with it, and this version also seems like it's pretty good all around. So. Okay,
well, the thing is, behind this wall, there is a treasure map.
Yeah.
Which I don't have because it changed. There we go. I mean, spoilers if you wanted to learn this secret for yourself. Did you want to learn this secret for yourself?
No, I don't care at all.
Okay.
I don't care even a little bit.
Okay. Alright. So we got gems and gems. Gem bag is not full. Okay. Ooh, I can go turn in the wishing stone. So this thing that you get from Sharla in the first village, you can turn it in here. And get some stuff. I mean, there's stuff in this village. You just can't buy. You can't go to a shop and buy weapons and stuff.
Right.
I can go throw the wishing stone in the wishing pond. I wish for some new items. That's what I would say to a genie if I had a wish. I wish for some new items.
Nothing in particular. Just some new items. Whatever you got. Surprise me.
What do we got? We got a couple pendants. Hey, that's that pendant I was just telling you about. That's the permanent map and compass. What do I want to drop for that? I definitely want that. And what is this one? I think that's the magic pendant. I don't care about that one. You can have that.
You don't get anything for the ice bomb?
Alright. Let's go get bombs. Ooh, I could buy the bomb bag here. It's actually not a bad idea. With the half price coupon.
You don't think there's anything more valuable? Well,
I mean, there's rarely anything much more than 170.
Yeah.
200, 210, something like that, but
well,
I think this is a fine place to use it. And then fill it up with the bombs.
and then the next room you're going to walk into after this village is going to have the actual invincibility armor where it doesn't use any resources at all.
Right.
You're just invincible.
You're just invincible all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so the treasure map, it's clock numbers.
Uh-huh.
And so the first one is 10.
Mm-hmm.
7. 9. 5. 3. 3. 4. 1. 8. 12. And I get treasure chests.
Nice. Banana.
Oh, this is better than the King's too. Holy shit.
Wow.
This is, wow, oh my god.
You got a lot of cash money there, bro.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
Alright,
Sure
so...
would be nice if you could spend some of that money here, but nope.
Right. I can go restock on bombs and I can get some food. Did I get both gems in here? Okay, so now I got crap loads of gems. And, you know, I don't know what any of them do anymore because he's changed them in every update. So I'm just gonna start throwing shit in and see what happens. Let's just, how about a... You know what? I think I did this one and this one already, and it was a heart, so I'm going to do that. I'll take another heart. Yeah.
Nice.
Ah, damn it. One of those quality of life things I saw in one of the dungeons, it was a heart. I remember now. I passed up on a heart.
Ah, I see.
What we got? I'll take fairy orbs.
You don't have much healing items, so...
Right.
What color was the kinstone in that one room?
Gold.
Oh, okay.
Man, I really am running low on healing items. I got a milk, 2 sodas, a pizza, a croissant, 3 more sodas, a mushroom, a cake.
2 cakes.
2 cakes, sorry. And 2 fairies.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do, bro. This run was going pretty good until now.
Yeah. Alright, so it is 9, and I am attempting to start getting up early again. I'm trying. Sorry, can't say I'm trying. I'm doing, as of today, 75 hard. You ever heard of that? It's where you do 75 days, 2 workouts, 1 like cardio and 1 weight training. Reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book, drinking a gallon of water, and sticking to a diet plan.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Well, I drink a gallon of water every day, so yeah. I got it down.
Man, you think I need to stock up on magic healing stuff so I can use that heart thing?
I think it would be a good idea, because I think healing's going to be a weak point for you here.
Well, I mean, I get a free magic item anyway. So.
Yeah, so you might as well just get a free magic item. Am I right?
Yeah. And hey, might as well.
You don't have any
buy
room?
that and
just use it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a tough choice, man, because on the one hand, you have so few healing items, but on the other hand, you know, health.
Oh shit. That's the best gemstone, but I don't know what it does with the red one.
Can you throw a kinstone in there?
No.
Oh, that would be cool.
Alright, do I need some
I don't think you have any space for food.
I can buy another cake.
You could buy another cake.
I'm gonna buy another cake. I have so much money. That's all I can buy.
Yeah.
I am gonna go stock completely up on bombs though while I'm here.
What does that ring do? Bomb ring?
Yeah.
Does it make bombs out of magic?
Yeah, it makes bombs out of magic. I'm not buying that. I got 16 bombs. That'll get me through 2 floors, I hope. Cool. Well, that's been the Dwarfen Village. What do you think?
We could use more shops.
Yeah, it really could. I would love it if it had an armor shop.
Why, though, does it not? What's the
I think thought
process
the Zora Pond is like the big draw here because you get a load of... You know, I'm gonna take a chance. I'm just gonna throw in the last 2 gemstones I have and hope it gets me something good. It's probably something health related because it's the red one. It's a health related pendant that I'm gonna get. Maybe the pendant of health. Okay. I'm gonna drop the mushroom.
You're gonna drop the mushroom?
Yeah, 25% bonus for items that replenish your health. I think with the build that I'm going with right now, that's probably a really good one to have.
Yeah, well, you know, You're light on healing, so it would be best to maximize it where you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going full tank. Going full tank this run.
Don't forget to actually use your healing items. That's the key. That's how they get you.
Maybe I should just equip the sodas. Now I'm gonna.
Okay.
Actually.
So you said.
Look, I got permanent map and compass now.
You're doing hard 75 or whatever.
Yeah, 75 hard.
So does that mean you're trying to say that you're gonna save at the?
That's what I was gonna suggest, but
then we just do Ganon.
Cause so here's the deal: the last floor is the entire map grid.
Oh yeah,
like, it's ridiculous.
Then you gotta fight Ganon.
Yeah, so it takes like 25-30 minutes to get. Wait, I thought I had a milk. I do have a milk.
Do they not stack? Does
maybe
milk
the milk's because it's the best healing item in the game. Maybe they don't allow that to stack.
Well, what's the worst healing item you got?
Probably this.
What's a croissant worth?
4.
What's a soda worth? Well, you don't.
3,
You got
3,
stacked.
but they're stacked though.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't have any unstacked sodas right now.
Yeah, I'll drop the croissant, and then I can come back and use it if I get desperate.
Can you pick that croissant up and throw it at people?
Yeah. Let's see. Spread bow.
Nice.
Probably should have saved that croissant till after I cleared the room, actually.
That would have been... Well, no, you'll be fine.
You think, will I be fine, Caleb? Do you think I'll be fine?
I think you'll be fine. So I take it these fire guys are not to be trifled with?
They
you
are...
just get rid of them as quick as you can?
Yeah, they're just a pain in the ass because they, shoot fire across the room at you.
That was cheap game.
What?
Putting that heart in a place where you literally couldn't go around it because you didn't need it at the time. Yeah. But after you collected it, you took damage, so...
Right. The arrow ring would be a nice ring to have.
Yeah.
I might even drop a soda for the arrow ring if one came about. We're getting to the point now where items don't matter anymore.
Oh yeah.
Well, I do have to make it through the next 2 floors, but once we get through them, that's it.
Oh yeah, because you can't even use items with Ganon.
Hearts is what matters. It's like whose line is it anyway?
The right.
The game where the items don't matter and
the items don't matter.
And the items don't matter.
Yep. And Drew Carey is the host.
Yeah.
I always thought that Drew Carey gave a really reserved performance in this game. It's hard, if you didn't know it was him, you'd never even know he was in here.
You're right, man.
Yeah, Whose Line Is It Anyway was hilarious.
Oh yeah, it was a great one. I just love improv comedy.
Yeah,
I really do. There was a troupe back in the day called Improv Little Rock, and Emily and I went to watch them all the time, and they were really funny.
Yeah,
they did a an improv performance of Star Wars: A New Hope, and they had the ASO doing the music for it.
Oh yeah,
it was amazing. And they and the 501st was there. It's a group of people who dress like stormtroopers and show up to like Comic Cons and stuff.
Nice.
It was a big deal. The 501st played the stormtroopers in the improv thing.
That's cool.
It was cool, and it was just this little Little Rock thing that turned into a thing where people from across the country were coming. Which the ASO is from Arkansas also.
Right. I thought it was the Alabama Symphony Orchestra.
It's the Australia State Orchestra.
Oh, wow.
Or Symphony Orchestra.
Wow. The Australians came all the way over.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But it was really funny. I remember vividly a line from it because Luke's a moisture farmer, right? Moisture farmer.
Yeah.
Well, the audience, how improv works. The audience chooses the topics and stuff, and in this, the audience got to choose just different stuff to change in the. In the performance, and they made Luke a trout farmer.
Nice.
And he was talking to his uncle, and he goes, "Trout farming, that kind of blows." That's a vivid memory I have because it was hilarious in the moment. Yeah, I miss Improv Little Rock. I wonder if it's not the same people anymore. I'm sure, but I wonder if they still do a thing like that in Little Rock.
I don't know. Never heard of them aside from you talking about them. I remember you talking about them.
Have we talked about it before?
You've mentioned them before.
Yeah. I mean, we saw probably 20 or 30 of their performances. It was like a regular weekend thing that we did.
Oh, I see.
So one of my buddies from Vector Marketing was that's how I found out about it.
Vector Marketing.
Yeah. He was one of the guys.
Wonder how old Cutco's doing these days.
It's funny, at the home show I was at today, they were having a cookware demonstration, and the guy was using Cutco knives.
Oh, yeah?
It had nothing to do with Cutco. He was just using Cutco knives to cook, to cut the food.
I mean...
To cook in the cookware he was selling.
Why wouldn't you use the best to go with your cookware?
Yep. You think I should waste some healing items here?
Define waste.
Look at this. Now instead of doing 1 heart, it does 1.5 hearts because of the pendant I have.
Nice. Seems like a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Tank build, man.
I like that you're still picking up rupees all over the place.
Oh yeah. I've got so
You're
much
a little
money.
strapped for cash.
Dude, the money and health in this look
There's
at the 40 over
there. What the hell?
See what happened. What had happened was I hacked this file without you when you weren't looking.
When I downloaded it off of Discord.
While you weren't looking earlier, I hacked it.
When I downloaded off of the official Discord, you got in there and hacked it first.
Yeah. Yes.
You hacked into Discord.
Yeah.
No, what I'm thinking is what happened was he realized, oh shit, I bugged the town, the treasure in the town. I didn't realize this for multiple versions. I bugged the treasure in the town.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be paying out a lot more. So let me fix that real quick. A couple of lines of code.
Decimal point.
Turns out he accidentally, instead of fixing the RNG for the treasure in the town, he just made the RNG for the entire game fucked up.
Right.
The town's still terrible though. Yeah. You still don't get any rupees in the town.
I know this is gonna be a curse.
Do it.
Oh,
it's
sweet.
arrows.
Oh, sweet.
Bro, I never even thought it would be a curse. I knew all along. Because to me, treasure chests are just their joys. They're a joy to behold, okay? I would never think ill of a treasure chest.
Oh man, I really wish I had one of those ice bombs about now. Hey, money.
Wow.
I only have $809 now.
Have you ever had this much money before?
I mean, in the village on a good run, yes, but not just in a random dungeon that's probably not... I'm probably never going to see a merchant again.
Yeah, is there not a lot of merchants in this?
I mean, there could be, but I'm just saying that probably I'm not going to see any more merchants. What do you think the chances are that I run into another merchant with this much money?
Well, there's a lot of level here. Maybe there's probably, there's a lot of level here. There's some suspicious looking rooms that don't seem to connect to anything else down towards the bottom of this map. I bet there's a merchant or two in here. But what are they gonna have? Well, hell, I don't know.
I hope they have some healing shit.
They're gonna have a cake.
Right.
For you.
Well, hopefully it's the one I can stack.
That would be pretty cool. They're gonna have some Dr. Kitty soda drink.
Right. You know that cool exploit where you can stand in the doorway and be invincible?
Uh-huh.
That's really cool, but to compensate, you can't shoot the bow while in the doorway.
Oh, that's lame.
I know it seems silly to hang on to the sodas, but I like having multiple of a low healing item.
I get it.
And getting rid of the ones that take up a whole inventory slot, Because you can use the low healing items more sparingly.
Right.
Dude, I could just Leroy Jenkins the last two dungeons here.
Well, don't get too cocky.
You know what?
You're low on healing items now.
Yeah, am I?
Well, no, but
I kind of want to use one of these fairy orbs because they really suck as a healing item. For that reason, right there.
Yeah. Why'd you throw it into the spikes, bro?
They fly in a completely random pattern.
I see.
They can end up like in the wall for a long time. So imagine fighting a boss and relying on
I really need that health right now.
As your health.
Could really use the health.
Ooh, like that.
Pendant bag. So how much space did that clear up for you? Did you have
2 pendants?
2 pendants. Nice. You know what you could do with that space?
Get some healing shit?
Yeah, get you some healing items, bro.
This is the shop. Yes!
Yeah, I knew it. I was looking at this square and I was thinking, that's gotta be a shop right there.
Yeah. Defense, I'll take that.
What's that? Cash money pendant?
This is it tells you if there's a secret in the room that you're in pendant.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I have so much money. There's still 2 more swords and another shield I could buy. I'm gonna
if
hold
they're
off.
Around here somewhere.
You think I should buy some sodas though? I mean,
bro,
I gotta get the sodas.
You need to get off the soda, bro. It's bad for you.
2, 4.
You know what?
6, 8.
You know what those are, Jeremy?
Now.
You know what those are? Those are empty calories.
Yeah.
You need to eat something more substantial like cake.
Yeah. You think I should buy these sodas?
Okay, bro. What is that ring?
They were $15. Oh, that's the arrow ring. I'll just drop these.
Well, thankfully they only cost you $15, right. So I mean it's not much of a loss.
That
you come back and get them if you need them.
Actually, is real nice. Let's see. It gets you 5. That's what I'm gonna do.
Look, bro, I'm impressed. You've got the full suite of bags. Yep. You're 100% bagged here.
I'm missing 1 inventory slot. That's it.
I bet there's an inventory slot for sale somewhere around here.
There is no run of this game that I've done where I felt like I can carry 30 pieces of food and have plenty of inventory. Like 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've got 17 healing items. Mm-hmm. This has never happened in a run before.
It's a lot of foods you got there. I think this game might be a little too easy now.
I think maybe this update has made the game easy.
I don't know. I have a feeling there's going to be some bad RNG runs that are going to just fuck you up in this
probably so.
Arrangement.
But I think I like the balance better.
Yeah.
I think I like the risk reward of like, do you buy the one inventory slot or do you hold out for the food bag, you know?
Right.
The food bag has been like MVP since the first of the run though.
Maybe this will increase the percentage of good runs.
Yeah.
In the game, you know, because if you get a bad run in the old game, in the old balance, it's really bad. I mean, you're just basically running around, holding out as long as you can to inevitably die.
Right.
Which is not particularly fantastic.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have the defense pendant now.
Sweet. You're so powerful.
Especially with the spread bow.
Yep.
Would like to find another sword, but I don't think it's entirely necessary at this point in the game. Be cool to find the Master Sword. It actually is a thing, and it shoots laser beams when you're at full life.
How is that so?
Yeah.
Interesting thing for a sword to do, but...
No, it's not laser beams.
Is that from the base game?
Yeah. It's not laser beams. It's little star, loopy star things.
Magics.
Little
beams. Magics.
Yeah. Alright, here's Moldorm.
Never seen this guy before.
You've seen him in the base game, I'm sure.
I've never played the base game.
Oh, did we play the base game on stream? So he doesn't directly hurt you. He knocks you off in pit. Like, he's bouncy. I see. The whole point of the boss is that he knocks you off in the pit.
Does the bow not work on him?
Yeah, it does. I was just, not using it.
Right. Well, this seems like a good boss to keep your distance from.
Yeah.
In my estimation.
It is, but also...
How many hits does it take to take him out?
I mean, there's a lot of damage factors here, man. I don't actually know.
Oh, true. You got your different sword levels and such.
Gotta hit his little tail spinning. His little pinwheel tail.
I know this guy. This guy's he's in little tiny big island or whatever. Little tiny big giant small big land.
In a Mario game?
In Mario 64.
Moldorm is in Mario 64?
Yeah, I remember fighting this guy.
Yeah? Oh, I didn't mean to drop that. Let's see.
Yeah, don't you remember fighting this guy?
I don't.
This little caterpillar guy?
I don't remember everything about Mario 64 like you do, so...
It was the caterpillar guy. It's not this guy.
Yeah.
You don't remember the caterpillar from Mario 64?
I mean, maybe if I saw it.
He charges around in an enclosed room inside of the mountain in Tiny Big World or whatever it's called.
I wonder if it was inspired by this boss.
Probably so. And he's angry and he does contact damage to you, and all you can do, the only way you can hurt him is I think you have to ground pound onto the floor when you're close. I think that's how it works. You have to knock him over, and then you ground pound his belly.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I do remember that boss, yes.
I don't remember how you knock him over. I don't know if it's just ground pounding the ground next to him or something like that, but there's something you do to knock him over, then you ground pound on his stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not that guy, but he is a caterpillar guy who's angry and running around.
Right.
Like that, so reminded me of him. Alright, so you want to save it and
I guess
just
we'll
do
call
this?
it here.
I mean, we'll just knock it out real quick at the beginning of the stream.
We can. I mean, will you remind me that I have 1 billion healing items?
I will.
Okay.
I will remind you of this.
Yes. So I don't, die in the first 10 minutes of the stream.
Sweet. Alright, well, thanks for showing up.
That was the best run ever. That was fantastic. Great.
Scented Caper. thanks for showing up and telling us about streamboo.com. Remove the space.
We're
gonna definitely go remove the space and all of the other letters out of that, and not go to your website. Yeah. But it was cool that you told us about it.
Thanks for telling us.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.